What's going on? Welcome, everyone,
Hello.
and welcome, Lewdog. Welcome to the Mood Podcast. How you doing?
Hey there. What's happening? I'm doing well, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for coming on.
Of course. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, awesome. How's things? How's everything really?
Things are well. Weekend's good. It's cold as balls as usual here in Canada.
Yeah, you're in Canada, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the
But
temperature
yeah, it's
like?
been today I think minus 15 degrees.
Celsius. Yeah.
Yeah, Celsius.
Jesus,
It's
that's
been a bit
like
cold.
that's like the lowest we ever get
Yeah.
in the UK.
Yep. Pretty low. I don't. This is pretty good for this time of the year, but sometimes during January, February, it's like minus 20, minus 30 for a few weeks at a time.
Jesus, I don't think I'd be able to survive that. Like it's 4 degrees here and I'm outside freezing.
Yeah.
Went to the shop earlier and I was like, it's bloody cold. And then you're there like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's only minus 50.
Yeah, you get used to it. Like once it's fall time and it's like goes down to like 0, it's like super cold, but then it's just getting colder and colder, so you kind of just get used to it as it goes.
Yeah,
Get your toque on, get your mitts on. Yeah.
For sure. Right, so if anyone that doesn't know you, how would you describe yourself? You're a streamer, right?
Yeah, it's a full-time content creator, Twitch platform, variety games, so just kind of do whatever as the day goes. Dancer, singer, entertainer.
Yeah, love it. And you, I noticed you do a lot of dancing. I watch your content. I've been watching it for years, if you know. We've played many a games together and
Yes, sir.
done a bunch of Discord parties. So with the dancing and stuff, how did you get into that? Was you a dancer before Twitch, or
Well, I've always just like enjoyed being a goofball and dancing around, going out to the clubs, dancing, shaking my booty. And I was like, well, how could I incorporate that as something I love to do just in my job, I guess, in the stream. And then as I bought, when I first started, I didn't have a green screen. I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to go green screen. And then from green screen, I don't know. I just one day was like, I wonder if I could make my green screen really huge and add myself into dances. And that's just kind of how it started.
Fair enough. So you wasn't a dancer before Twitch. You just kind of like a professional dancer. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a professional. No, I would never consider myself a professional.
I mean, to be fair, your choreography is pretty damn good.
I think I did. I had a friend one time that did, she taught, I guess hip hop dancing. And then she would be I used to be a tour guide for a ski and snowboard company. And that's how I met this girl. And she's like,
awesome.
You should come to my classes. You love dancing. Like when we go to the clubs and whatever. So I went and did that for a few months, but it was just like, it was always on the weekend when my snowboard trips were. So I couldn't do it very often, but I guess that could have gave me a little bit of help, I guess.
Yeah, so it must have helped you out, learn how to choreograph and stuff, I guess, a bit.
Yeah.
For sure. Welcome
Definitely,
in, Pixel.
Yeah. Hello, Pixel.
Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so that's awesome, man. I do love your dances and your stuff like that. Like my favorite one is the Power Rangers one, as you know.
Yeah, that's a classic. Everybody loves the Power Rangers. That was one of the first ones. Yeah.
It's insane how much you match it, and it just works really well.
And it's just it's so nostalgic too, because I like to find stuff that's, kind of back from my childhood, and and that was super nostalgic because I love Power Rangers. How can I put this in my stream?
Power Rangers was an amazing show. I haven't watched it in years though.
Well, yeah, nowadays no, but old school shit, that's where it's at.
Yeah, for sure. See, that's one of the things that drew me to your stream. It was different to what I've ever seen on Twitch before. And I guess on Twitch as a platform, you kind of need to be different, right? You got to implement something to your stream that's different to everyone else's. So
yeah, make yourself unique almost.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I think I originally found your stream when I was streaming and someone suggested I raided you. So I raided you, and then you you did like a cool dance, and I was like, I've got to follow and watch this dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, you dance every time you raid, which is awesome, and you have channel points for dances. So let's talk about the unforgettable. How did you come up with that idea?
That one, I can't even remember how I came up with it, but it was just like, what could I do that's crazy, but not over the TOS rules or whatever, terms of service for Twitch. And like with chess gold being in the stream once in a while, I was able to I just kind of was like, what if I could like rip my clothes off, but somehow it's still within TOS? And I was like, how can I do that? And I was like, okay, put on a green tube top and some green underwear. And then I did it on my own, and then I sent it to chess because I was like, can I even do this on stream? He's like, let me send it to the people at TOS. And they're like, you know what? You could do this. You just cannot thrust. And I was like, okay, let's try and take out the thrusting. And so that's kind of how the Unforgettable was born. And then it was almost like the closest you can get to do TOS without going over TOS. And I was like, I want to kind of do something fun that would be unexpected that people would not ever see on Twitch.
Yeah, it's very, very much borderline TOS, I'd say. But
it
is hilarious.
As close as you could get.
The first time I saw that on the stream, I was like, what is going on here? But it just fits you as well, though.
Yeah. And it's not for everybody. There's people that have come in and seen it, and they're like, okay, and they made some rude remarks and whatever, but you know what, if you're not into it, then you don't have to be there,
Yeah,
so
I guess that's just a downside of Twitch, right? You can't please everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm sure most people see the funny side, and it's
just being an idiot and goofing around. It's kind of just to make people laugh.
Exactly. It's entertaining content.
Definitely. Yeah, it was a fun one to kind of think of that. And now I still have no idea how I'm ever going to top that. Still,
yeah, you need to come up with the next thing.
Am I ever going to top that fucking thing? Yeah.
Maybe you need multiple people to do it once.
Yeah.
Like a collab stream with the ultimate Unforgettable.
Yeah, the ultimate. Yeah, exactly. But the karaoke has been a good one too that I've added. Everyone seems to love that.
Yeah, I've seen some of the karaoke stuff.
It's the whole point of doing it is just because I know I'm terrible at it, and that's what makes it fun. Just because I'm just doing it because it's fucking hilarious, and I'm a terrible singer.
Well, if you're having fun with it and the stream likes it, why not, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. And I've seen the one of the things I like is the leotard. Is it a leotard?
Yeah, the singlet. I guess you could say the singlet.
Leotard.
It was like a wrestling singlet. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Because I found it's just from it was one of the dances, the pump. Yeah. Which is where it's those dudes in the aerobics dancing, and it kind of just started with that, and I was like, you know what, maybe I can get their exact same outfit so it makes me even look like I'm more in the dance. And so that's how I came up with searching for it, and it was on this a wrestling site, and I was like, oh cool, this is almost the exact same thing these guys are wearing. I'm gonna get this. And then I was like, how can I do this? I'll make it a redeem, and if people redeem it, I'll wear it for the rest of the stream, and it's kind of funny. But I also had to get it's called the dance belt. So because apparently when I had the singlet on, it's a little tight, and you could see kind of my junk a little bit. And I was like, okay. And Chess is like, you really need to cover that up. And I was like, okay, I gotta figure this out. So I bought this thing called the dance belt, and that's so it kind of covers. You can't really see my junk as much, so I have to wear that every time I wear that as well. But it was pretty funny.
Hey, for sure. Well, at least you can do it, and you've got a workaround for that.
Yeah, exactly. Because you still gotta try and abide by whatever you're doing. Try and abide by TOS, so you're not.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking up your stream.
What about the music? Is it all copyright free or?
Yeah, when I search for music, I look for copyrighted or copyright free remixes. So everything I try and find is just a remix that's copyright free, and then if I find something I like, I'll use it. If it doesn't work, I'll keep looking until I find something that jams.
Yeah, for sure. What's your process? Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I can't even remember what I was just gonna say. I totally forgot.
What's your process in finding dances? Do you just jump on YouTube and see if you can find something?
Yeah, I just go YouTube and just start going down the rabbit hole of just looking at random shit. And then I've also added sometimes with like a community challenge where everyone from the community can find dances online, and then we can have a vote, and the one that wins, then I'll make that into a dance on the stream.
Oh, that's awesome.
A really cool, fun thing.
Yeah.
So the last ones that were the Feel It Still dance, and what was the other winner? And Rasputin. Those were both from actually Bob Lee Swagger. He won both of the community dance challenges, and those were the dances.
Hey, awesome. Yeah, the Rasputin one's pretty cool. I do like that one.
Yeah, Rasputin's a favorite as well. I would say Power Rangers and Rasputin are kind of like the ones that are the go-to. It's everybody's favorite.
Yeah, no, for sure. Which is your favorite?
Mine, I'll probably always stick with Power Rangers just because it's nostalgic from just being a kid, and that's kind of just my favorite. But I've kind of really enjoyed Multi-Loo because it's really funny, and just like a whole bunch, and just try and coordinate them, and it just looks funny with everything going around. With your
dances, how long does it take you roughly to get the hang of it? Right, I guess the dance is all in your head, right? Like you memorize the
find it, and like I used to when I very first started, I used to practice in my off time. Like say on the weekends, I would just like practice the dance, and then it would take me like 2 weeks until I felt comfortable enough that I could add it. But now I think it's even funnier if I just add it right away, and then as people redeem it, I learn it. And I guess I think it's funnier that way because it's just like I'm really bad at the start, and people see me as I progress. And it gets better, and it's just like everyone's like, "Oh my god, you got that so fast!"
Yeah,
and like the last one that I added, I think Nights on Fire. I think I had it on the stream for about a week and was doing it. I don't know, maybe close to 10 to 15 times a day. And after a week, I was pretty much almost had the dance down already.
Hey, that's awesome. I think if I did a dance or something, it'd take me months to memorize.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If that's why I was like, if I just put it on stream, people are gonna redeem it, and then that's practice right there.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was just like,
and it's content as well because they've got to watch you try and learn it.
Learn it, yeah. And it's obviously the funnier at the beginning because I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's just, I kind of like that. I find it pretty fun.
Hey, that's awesome. So, think of the Twitch, right? Have you got any goals for this year? Have you got any plans?
I would like to make partner before 2023. So I guess around Christmas time or something. That's kind of one of my goals, is to make partner. I'm getting pretty close. I would say I'm usually around like 50, 60 a stream, give or take. It's always up and down. It's never the same, but I'm kind of in that general area.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully I can make that before next year.
It's definitely a reasonable goal.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? You got any big things coming, or just partner?
Yeah, partner's like the biggest one. Other than that, it's just constantly finding new things, and I guess one of my goals is just to be more heavy with social media, because I've never really been a social media kind of guy. I don't enjoy going out and taking pictures of shit and being like, okay, I need to post this. I need a picture of what I'm doing right now. I've just never been that kind of person. Yeah. So I'm trying to get better at it, because obviously social media is a huge way to help yourself grow, and it's just been something I've never been really into. So it's a battle for me to kind of be more out there and posting more social media all the time.
Yeah, see, I can fully relate to that. That's one of my goals as well for this year is, try and get there with YouTube content, YouTube Shorts content, TikTok, even like Twitter and Instagram. I plan to post a lot more and create short form content.
Yeah.
Have you been doing YouTube or short form content or anything like that? TikTok?
The first thing, I'm trying to do YouTube, so I've been adding all my karaoke's to YouTube.
Okay.
Because I think that would be fun if I get all those on there. You could even have because right now I think I have 150 songs sung already or something. And it's just funny, terrible singing. And then you could have a whole playlist. I could just go to a party and be like, hey, put this on, guys. This will be hilarious.
And it's just you singing.
Yeah. Yesterday was the first time I posted something with gaming on YouTube. I posted my world record. I made a video. Well, I just kind of posted the entire run. And so that was kind of my first gaming a YouTube thing, I guess, host, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done stuff on TikTok, but I had my very first video I ever posted on TikTok went crazy. Like I had like 100,000 views or something, and then ever since then, everything I post is like 200 whatever. So I don't know. TikTok's kind of weird. I don't understand how it works.
No, I get that.
Other than that, and then yeah, Instagram as always. But I'm gonna try the hover too. It seems like that's a big thing right now. People are posting on hover. I think I'm going to get into that and start dropping some clips on there as well, because I know a lot of people are also doing that too, and it seems pretty cool.
I've been using Hover. It's a really good platform. I've gained quite a few followers from it. People coming to the stream. A raid or two. It's a good platform.
Yeah, so that's another thing, I guess, also that I'm on the cusp of next year or something, is just to get more social media and all that kind of jazz. Yeah, world champion Pixel, let's go.
Yeah, speaking of world champion, so yeah, let's talk more about that. So you were playing this game. I don't know what the game's called. What was this game?
Vampire Survivors.
So what's
new,
that about?
I guess it's a pretty new game. I guess it's been out since December, I think. But it looks like an old school Nintendo game, I guess you could call it, like the graphics wise, top down 8-bit. And it's just a game where you drop in, and there's a 30-minute time limit. As soon as you get to that 30-minute time limit, there's a boss that comes on the screen, which is called the Reaper, and he cannot be defeated. So the whole point is to make a build and last as long as you can on the last boss, which is the Reaper, before being defeated. And there's 3 maps, and right now on the 3rd map, Green Acres, I have the best time in the world for lasting 36 minutes and 32 seconds, I think.
Oh, damn. So you lasted 6 minutes above the boss time, but it was a world record.
Yeah. Right now, there's world records for all the maps. Right. And there's one guy that has the world record for the other 2 maps already. So I feel like it's a matter of time before he comes and just takes me down, because his times are insane. But it's pretty cool just to be at one time, like, I was the best. I had the best time ever. So it's kind of cool.
Definitely takes some skill. Are you gonna? Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'll play it a few more times, but I don't think I'm gonna keep on it. Like, as soon as I get beat, oh god, I gotta take the title back again, because it's just gonna be like that'll be the only thing I'm doing, and I feel like I just can't. I'll do it once in a while, but yeah, I got other content I'd like to do.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was gonna be my next question: is if you're gonna try and keep it up, but you've answered that.
I'll play it a few times, but I'm not gonna just make that my entire goal. But it's a super addicting game. It's super simple, super fun, and just so addicting. Like, I guess usually I like to have a schedule on stream of what I'm doing, and the first time I played it was last Monday, and I played it for the entire 7 hours of stream because I was like, God, this is so addicting. And then the next day I did the exact same thing. I just played it all stream pretty much, just because it's like super addicting and fun.
Super addicting game, yeah.
And just so simple. It's like all you do is move. You don't even have to shoot or whatever. It's all auto, and you just kind of got to survive.
Oh, right, okay. What platform is this on?
Steam. It's a PC game. I'm pretty sure it's only Steam game. Pretty sure, as far as I know.
Okay,
and it's super cheap. It's like $2, and that's why it's so everybody got so into it in the community, because it's just super cheap, and it's just a fun thing to do between everyone, to be like, okay, let's beat each other's times. Who's the best? So we got a bunch of people in the community. They're all having fun, trying to beat each other. And just so it makes it really fun.
Yeah, I guess that could be awesome for a community, getting loads of people in playing games. I love that.
Yeah, and it's something super simple that anyone can just jump in and play. Like, it's you don't have to be good at gaming. You just gotta jump in there, and all you do is move around.
Yeah, for sure. Let's stay on the topic of games. What other games have you been playing recently? Cool come out?
Just on the, I guess last week was a lot of people have been waiting for was Dying Light 2. I've seen you've been jamming out on that a little bit as well.
Oh, for sure.
So that's the newest thing I've been playing, and I really enjoyed it. It feels so satisfying just whacking zombies with your weapons or whatever, and just booting them in the head or whatever you do. It's so much fun, and running around doing your hardcore parkour all over the place. Very fluent, very fun. So I'll be doing that for a while, but other than that, I'm kind of just whatever. I don't even really have a schedule of what I do. Besides, Wednesdays would be like your community day.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I kind of just wake up and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do today? And then I'll just decide kind of what game I'm doing. But this month has some really good, or some good releases coming that I'm looking forward to, like Elden Ring, and also another scary game called Martha's Dead. Seems really, really cool as well.
Okay, yeah, I've not seen it.
Yeah, I love scary games, so I'm just always on the hunt for new scary games. But
See,
also
carry on.
Yeah, no worries. Horizon West comes out this month too,
Yeah,
which I don't think I'll pick it up right now, but I would like to at some point.
I did enjoy the first Horizon Zero Dawn, was it called?
Yeah, exactly.
I did enjoy that. That was a really fun game. In terms of horror games, I am the worst at horror games. I could watch horror movies all day, and I love horror movies. I don't get scared of horror movies, but you put me into a horror game, and like, it just shits me up so bad. For example, I like to play Phasmophobia, right? With the missus in the community and stuff, and I was playing it in VR. I ended up launching my VR headset like across the room simply because a ghost whispered in my ear.
Yeah. I wanted to try VR in that one.
It's amazing. Like, I also I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil games. Like, Resident Evil 5 is one of my favorite games. But I cannot get into Resident Evil 7 or the new one as well.
Yeah, the newest one, number 8.
Yeah, Resident Evil 8. I can't get into them because I just get too scared.
7 for sure was a really good one. I really enjoyed because it's very eerie, scary. It's more on like the disturbing side.
Yeah.
And then 8, I say, is a little bit more combat heavy, but still really good. But I would say 7 is much scarier than 8 for sure.
Okay, yeah, I've not tried 8 because I as much as I want to, I bought 7 and I played maybe an hour of 7 and I just couldn't do it because I was just getting scared. Creeping around the house, the old dude's house and stuff. It was too scary and eerie for me.
It's good. I think 8 you would be a little bit more because it's more combat heavy for sure. It's kind of back to the days of Resident Evil 4, where it was just they changed it up a little bit and it was a lot more combat heavy.
I did enjoy Resident Evil 4, so I may have to try it out. But yeah, I didn't want to go and pay 40 quid for a game and play it an hour like I did with Resident Evil 7. But I have watched some game, like now I've watched pretty much the whole story of Resident Evil 7 and bits of Resident Evil 8. So, I know what's going on, but I just can't do scary. It's weird. But I'd happily sit there all day.
I think maybe it's the adrenaline rush that just gets me going. And just because I've always kind of been an adrenaline junkie throughout life, and I think scary games, it gets your heart pumping, you're scared, So I think it's just like a thrill almost to me that I enjoy playing them so much.
Oh yeah, no, I can imagine that. I would say I'm an adrenaline junkie as well.
Yeah.
Like I was big into bike riding, BMX racing and stuff like that, and parkour.
Nice.
So running and jumping and the fear of potentially falling and stuff
just
like
getting
that.
Hurt.
I love that stuff, but those scary games it's something else, and I don't understand it. But like I said, I can sit there and watch any scary movie. Just tell me it, and I'll watch it because I love horror movies, and I don't get scared from horror movies. But the scary games is next level.
When you're in control, it's a little different.
Back on Dying Light, how are you finding it? You enjoying it?
So far I like it. It's I think so far the story's really cool. Graphics obviously really good, and I just upgraded my GPU, so it's to me is like, oh my god, this is awesome. Beautiful. And then I'm enjoying it. I've been playing just a couple hours. I think I played an hour last night and an hour the night before, just to kind of just run around and play around. But I'm very much enjoying the combat is really good. I feel like it's just so much fun just whacking zombies. The parkour is super fluent.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it too. Me and the missus have been streaming it. And I've seen a few people say that they're not a big fan of it. They don't like the the story and stuff like that. But like me personally, I've been having a really good time with it and loving
Yeah,
the
I'm enjoying
combat
it
and the
too. Seen some
parkour.
reviews. Yeah, people are like, well, the main character's kind of dull and whatever. But other than that, like, to me, I'm pretty easy to please, though. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter. I'm like, yeah, fuck, this is sweet. That's like pretty much every game I'm playing. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is great. I love this. It was just like, people are like, what? How do you like this? It was just like, I'm just very easy to please.
I suppose that's the best way to be as a person, though, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you could just play anything and have a good time, right? You ain't gotta
Yeah,
worry
pretty much.
about.
And laugh about like the shitty parts when something like, you can just laugh about it and say like, oh, this game sucks. So, this is like, oh, well, this is a fucked up glitch. And you just kind of just laugh about it and keep going.
Yeah, for sure. So back up, still talking about gaming. I've seen that you're doing like a Fallout 4 playthrough. And as
Yes.
you probably know, Fallout 4 is one of my favorite games, and the
Mm-hmm.
Fallout series is my all-time favorite series.
Yeah.
How you finding Fallout? This is your first playthrough, right?
Yeah, it's my first, I guess, jump into any Fallout game, really. I had one of my viewers, Crash, he gifted it to me because he's like, oh, you'd probably like this. And this, he gifted me the game, and I was like, all right, I'll try it out. And it's just like, there's so many people that really are into Fallout and love the lore and everything about the game. So it's really fun to play along and have everyone like tell me stuff and kind of help me out as I go and explain some of the story stuff from like the earlier games that I've missed. But I really enjoy exploring in games. So in Fallout, you just go do whatever you want. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go run over here. And like the other day, I think I fast traveled somewhere to go do this mission, and all of a sudden this UFO flew over my head and like crash landed somewhere, and I was like, oh shit, we gotta go do this. So I just started running after that, and it was just like a really cool experience. So it's got a very cool story, and they can kind of I just really enjoy. I can just go do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about the Fallout series is, you're kind of in control of your playthrough, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can choose whether you want to kill people or not kill people. Someone's, you don't like a character, you can just shoot them in the head.
Yeah,
Most of them anyway. And every room, every place you go in has a story, has a background to it. You can go into like a shack and you'll see that someone's dead there with some pills, and you read the terminal and it tells you
all about them.
And that's one of the great things I love
attention to
about
detail
Fallout.
is really nice in there.
Yeah, for sure. It's very buggy, but
Yeah,
it's
I've encountered a few bugs, but that's what everyone says. This is Fallout for you, and I'm like, yeah, fuck, yeah, cool.
the bugs make the game.
Yeah, I've had a few crashes here and there where all of a sudden it just crashes. I'm like, oh fuck, and they're like, yeah,
Oh,
this is Fallout. I'm like, oh okay.
welcome to Fallout. Yeah, with
Yeah,
Fallout,
welcome to Fallout.
it's got a very, very like what's the word? I'm trying to think of a word. The community in Fallout games is just they're ride or die Fallout.
Yeah, diehards. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And so that's one thing, I guess. It's a positive and a negative about Fallout, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
If like, for example, I was playing Fallout once on stream a couple years back, and I had someone come in and like absolutely hate on me because of how I was playing Fallout. And there's, with everyone on Fallout, everyone's got a different way to play, right?
Yeah,
But some of
the beauty of it.
Yeah, and some of the community say you've got to play it this way, or say you've got to do it that way. And I'm sure you can have it on any games, but I've seen it a lot in the Fallout.
Fallout. Yeah, and then what's your favorite one is 76? I can't remember which one you said.
No. My favorite one is Fallout 3. So
3. Okay.
I think Fallout New Vegas is the best Fallout.
Okay.
But my
one's
favorite.
3?
No. That's the next one up from 3. But 3 is my favorite, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Fallout 4, but I guess because I started on 3, it's a bit different to 4. 3 and New Vegas are a bit more RPG and a bit less first-person shootery, right?
Yeah.
And I can't say I've got too much negative to say about 4. The story, I guess, is a bit more bland compared to, I'd say, 3 or New Vegas. But they're all great games apart from 76. 76
I'm really loving,
kind of flopped.
Which one? The quest. It was like the Silver Shroud in number 4. That one was super fun. I really enjoyed that
Oh,
one.
the Silver
It's like you're
Shroud
role
quest is
playing within a
amazing.
role playing game. It was pretty funny.
Where you put on the outfit and you've got to speak to people as
Yeah.
a Silver
Speak to
Shroud.
them as the Shroud. Yeah, it was a blast. I really liked that one.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, have you, during your time on Twitch, how long have you been streaming on Twitch anyway?
It'll be 2 years full time this month in February.
Okay, awesome.
And then I did about maybe, I would say 6 months or so off and on before that. Because it was kind of, I streamed just kind of like one time just to test it out, or a couple times. And then my girlfriend, she got a job promotion and had to move pretty much across the country within Canada. And I was like, she's like, are you going to come with me? And I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. So awesome. we moved, and then obviously we moved. I didn't have a job, so I just kind of started streaming, and that was kind of like the start of it. And then from there it was just kind of going at it. And then it was like, wasn't really, it's really hard to make a living from streaming.
Yeah.
And so I had to get a part-time job. So I was kind of just working during the day, streaming at night, and it was just kind of low views, whichever. But then COVID hit, and then it was kind of almost a good thing for me in a way, because it was like, okay, well, I got laid off, and now I'm just gonna go full-time streaming. And that's kind of how it just all started to where I am today. And that was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I guess COVID pushed you to start streaming more. You had the time for it, and I guess that helped you with the getting more content out and more growth, I guess.
Yeah, I was doing, for the first while, I was doing 2 streams a day. I would stream 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then I would take a couple hours off and come back on at 10 a.m. to 1 in the morning. I'm sorry, not 10 a.m., 10 p.m. to 1 in the morning.
Okay.
And I was just constantly streaming, but it was just so much, and it was really hard on the relationship because I was really never hanging out with my girl. And so now that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm just streaming Monday to Friday at regular work hours that other people would do, so I can still work on my relationship at the same time.
No, I get that. That's I guess that's a struggle a lot of streamers have, right? Especially, I've got quite a few friends that full-time streamers also, and that a lot of them feel like they have to stream as much as they can.
Yeah, well, if you're not streaming, you're really not making money.
For sure. And I guess it's not good for your personal life. So I guess finding that balance is
it's really hard on the personal life, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, finding that balance is a good thing.
And then plus, like, even like when you're not live, you're still really working on the stream. You're networking, you're watching your other friends' streams, you're making content. So like, you're just busy all the time. So it's very, very hard on your lifestyle, I would say, for sure.
Yeah, I as someone who's been pushing streaming a lot in the last year or so, I'd say it becomes a way of life rather than just a hobby or a job, right?
Yeah, it is, definitely. Like, out of any job that I've had in my life, this is the most I've ever worked is from streaming. Because when I'm live, you don't really work on the stream, you're streaming. And then after, you got to like create your content or think of new ideas, and you're just constantly working, I would say, all the time.
Yeah, that's one thing I've seen a lot, quite a few. Well, I can't say it that way, but some viewers don't realize how much work is streaming. Right? Some people are like, "Oh yeah, you just play video games and you make money," but it's a lot more than that. It requires hundreds of hours to.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's perspective.
Stream.
They're like, "Oh, you just sit down and play games," and I was like, "No, that's not it at all." And that's what a lot of people think. Even that's kind of what my girlfriend thought when I started. She's like, she didn't really get it until like she's seen the community that I've created and all the people within it, and it's just really opened her eyes on how this can actually, become a career, and like that it is actually more than just sitting down and gaming.
Oh no, yeah, for definite. If you do it right, it could become a great career, but it does, it can take a toll on you. You've got to make sure
it's not easy.
Yeah, for sure. So as a streamer, you're doing really well, and have you come across any negatives? You had any negative experience with viewers or other streamers or Twitch itself? You know, any stories
well, you always
to
have
talk
like your
about?
trolls and stuff that come in, and like people saying bad shit or racist stuff. And I guess I don't have that as much anymore, but I used to have it all the time when I was just kind of coming up or starting streaming. Because I don't know why that is, but people come in and do that stuff all the time. But so that would be mostly the negatives, I guess. I don't know what else. I guess streaming can get really depressing, which is also a negative because you just worry about your views. You see them go down. It can be very depressing and get you down and out.
Yeah, for sure.
But you kind of got to just keep pushing, really.
Yeah, the best way to grow on Twitch is just to keep grinding and creating content on not just Twitch, other platforms as well, I guess. So
Yeah, that's the thing is you gotta also branch out, which is really tough as well. It's like that's the same thing with social media. It's like you gotta put your content on more than just Twitch.
oh yeah, it's definitely like, especially nowadays as well. Like over the years, Twitch has become, especially during COVID, Twitch has become very much saturated.
Yeah.
So especially as like someone my level and you know my community level, it's you've got to grow on other platforms. Growing on Twitch
it's
is
really
pretty
hard.
much, yeah, growing on Twitch is pretty much like not doable. You've got to grow on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, Twitter. Like I say to people when people like ask me, you know, because I do okay as a, you know, small streamer, and sometimes I'll have people ask me like how do I grow, and my suggestion would be like, well, grow on other platforms, and it's definitely something that I'd say is an issue with Twitch, right?
Discoverability is really hard because anyone can do it, and that's why there's millions of streamers, so it's really hard to get discovered.
For sure. It's like a good way to put it is it's like a pond, right? And everyone's trying to fish, and you know, you gotta find the fish.
Definitely, yeah, it's tough, and that's why I guess, for me, it's just that's one of my hard things for me is the social media, but that's also another part of growing, and it's just like, fuck, I gotta get better at the social media stuff.
Yeah, for sure. How's that going? How long have you been trying to push the social media stuff? Have you seen any?
It was kind of like, I guess you would say, a New Year's resolution kind of deal. Is just like I need to be doing more social media. So it's, I guess, like I'm just starting to learn how to use Twitter. Forever I've had it, but I didn't really know what it is. I still don't really know what it is or how to use it, but I'm gonna try and use it a bit more, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I guess with Hover, that'll be a new thing that I'm gonna try and push some content to, and then obviously my YouTube. But
For sure. So one of the things I do with Hover and TikTok and stuff is just obviously Hover and TikTok is short form content, and I tend to just use not always, but I tend to use like clips and stuff from my stream, edit it, turn it into, you know, a phone ratio, and then I upload that on Hover, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok, and I find that works pretty well. I don't know. Have you been doing any YouTube Shorts or anything?
I did. I would say maybe 6 months ago I was kind of into it, and then it kind of just fell off. I don't know why. That was like that's why I'm trying to get back into social media, but it kind of just stopped. I don't know why. It was like YouTube Shorts, and then I was just like starting working more on just like my Twitch stuff, I guess, content.
For sure.
So I haven't done it in a while.
So yeah, especially as a streamer, Shorts is amazing. The algorithm, like YouTube loves the Shorts algorithm. So I'd say if you could, you know, spend a little bit just taking your clips and stuff and making YouTube Shorts. Yeah, it's a good. Well, in my experience anyway, it seems to be going really well.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely got to get into that because seems like it'd be a good idea.
Welcome in, Ash Louise.
Hello,
thank you very
Ash.
much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the content. So, Lou, did you see that GTA 6 was announced to be in production?
I didn't see exactly that it was like confirmed, but like I knew it was coming. Everyone, people talk about it on the internet, but I didn't know exactly that it was like confirmed yet.
Yeah, so let me just switch over here. Oh, okay, that didn't really work for the Discord. Hold up. There we go. Can see your lovely smiling face.
Right on.
Hey, so yeah, Rockstar tweeted out this tweet, as you can see. I'm not going to read it out because I'm horrible at that. But they basically just announced that the new Grand Theft Auto is currently being in production. Is it? Was you ever into Grand Theft Auto? Did you play much of 5?
I've played all the Grand Theft Autos campaign style. I didn't really get into the multiplayer of them. Okay. But it seems like a big thing, like for streamers and stuff, with all the role play and stuff like that. But I did enjoy just running around causing mayhem in the cities in Grand Theft Auto. It was always a great game. Yeah,
for sure. I did very much enjoy Grand Theft Auto. In terms of roleplay, I actually think you would be a pretty good roleplay streamer if you jumped on Grand Theft Auto roleplay and did your whole, hectic Lou stream stuff. Yeah. I reckon it'd be hilarious.
I've thought about it. It's tough because one thing for roleplay, you need to be like really quick-witted, and that's one thing I've always had a problem with. Is just like coming back with like a quick-witted, I guess, sentence or conversation or. It's something like that has always been kind of tough for me. So I've always thought about it, but I just haven't pulled the trigger yet of dipping my toes into RP, I guess you could say. Have you ever thought about it yourself?
So in terms of streaming it, I don't think it'd be my thing. Simply because me personally, I don't think I'm too entertaining with that stuff like that, right? I just kind of like... I have played a bunch of role play, like not off stream. Yeah. And my kind of like... role play is just kind of, I think it'd be boring on stream. So in terms of streaming it, I don't think it'd be for me, but I do enjoy watching people stream GTA roleplay. There is always some hilarious moments and stuff like that.
The one thing too that I think about hard for me to do the roleplay too is because my stream is very heavy based on like me and dancing and all that kind of stuff. It'd be really hard to keep into the role play if I'm like stopping to dance every 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So it would be very tough.
Halfway in a robbery and you're just
like, hold on guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
gonna do dance. Sure.
Yeah,
so
no,
that
I
one
did
thing
think
too
about
I
that.
thought about as well, but I've thought about dipping it in and just giving it a shot, but we'll see how it goes.
Hey, well, hopefully we see a Lewdog roleplay stream at some point.
Yeah, one day I'll dip my toes in there.
For sure. So we talked a lot about stream and you being a streamer in games and stuff. I'd like to know more about you outside of stream. So what kind of, do you have any hobbies or you do any cool things, activities that you...
Before I moved to the east side of Canada, I was very heavy into like downhill mountain biking and snowboarding.
Oh, awesome.
That was like something I was really into, loved to do it all the time. I was almost in the mountains every single weekend, either hiking, biking, snowboarding. But since we moved to the east side, there's not really a whole lot of mountains around. Okay, and obviously I'm streaming all the time and working on content. So I kind of have given that up a little bit and hopefully one day I'll get back to it. But yeah, I've always been someone that loves to be outside in the nature, doing, like hiking, snowboarding, downhill mountain biking. I've done a lot of traveling in my life. Obviously that's not at any time now because it's COVID and sure. There's no point going anywhere in my opinion anyways. But yeah, I'm just very I don't know, I guess extreme sports is just something I've always been into.
Yeah, awesome. I've been snowboarding once. It wasn't like anywhere nice or that about it. It was in one of them them like snowboarding venues where they do like the processed snow thing and
the snow machines.
That was really fun, and we've got one not too far away from me. It's like a 10-15 minute drive, so I do want to go again at some point. Yeah,
well, especially too, it's big in Canada because the winter's so long, right? You got winter that's like 6 to 8 months out of the year. and I was living in a city that was 45 minutes from the Rocky Mountains. So it was just so easy to go to the mountains. And then it was just something that a lot of people do in the winters over here, anyways. It's just very easy to access hills. There's hills everywhere, and everybody is always doing it. So I've been skiing, snowboarding for pretty much my whole life. And then I was a ski and snowboard tour guide for about 5 years as well, where we'd take groups of people on big, like, I guess, passenger buses, whatever we call them, Greyhounds here, but and everyone would file in on a Friday night, and take a whole busload of people to the mountains for the weekend, and then you're back Sunday night late, and then back ready for the week of work.
Oh, is that like one of them party / snowboarding?
Yeah, exactly. It was like so it was just like a party, and also you just go snowboarding, meet tons of people, and have a great time. It was a blast. It was called Downhill Riders, the company that I used to work with, and it was such a blast.
Awesome. I'd love to do something like that. I've had a look. I can't remember where I was looking. But yeah, I've seen some of them. I've had a gander at some of the snowboarding stuff and the snowboarding events, and they usually have like big artists there sometimes as well, don't they? Little raves and stuff. So
yeah,
something like that would be for me awesome, because I'm big into like raving and stuff. And
yeah, I used to do that a lot too. It's been a long time, but I used to go to a lot of parties and outdoor raves and all that kind of stuff. It was a good time.
Hey, you're never too old to go raving.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. One of the big ones in Canada was Shambhala. Have you ever heard of that one?
I can't say I have.
It's supposed to be like one of the top 10 raves in the world, and it's just outdoors in the mountains, and it's like 7 days long, and you just camp. You bring your tents, and you just go out, and you're there for a whole week, and you're just having a great time.
Oh, that sounds awesome. To be fair, one of the things I want to do is Tomorrowland, which you probably
I've heard about that. I've heard about that a lot. Never been, but always heard about it.
Tomorrowland just looks amazing, and I've been trying to go for years, and either like my friends end up not being able to afford it, or COVID hits, and so I've not managed to go yet. But I do plan to go Tomorrowland, and I think
do it.
I think it'd be amazing going to Belgium and raving and partying and sleeping and more raving and partying.
Is it always in Belgium?
Yeah, Tomorrowland is
Nice.
always in Belgium.
Right on.
And obviously visiting Belgium would be a cool place to visit as well.
Yeah, the thing that I remember when I was in Belgium was mussels and fries. That was like their thing.
Mussels and fries.
Yeah, it was like their national. I don't know. I don't know if it's their national dish, but it was just something that everyone talked about when you're there. You got to get your mussels and fries. I was like, okay, so you would call them chips, I guess, but
yeah,
it was chips, just it was pretty fun.
Greyhound is like our coaches. I took one from LA to Palm Springs.
Yeah, coach. Oh, awesome. That's the right name. That's the name I was looking for. Yeah, giant coach for people to the mountains.
Cool. Makes sense. All right. So, is there anything you would like to talk about or discuss before we end it here?
Not really. Just how about you and your streaming journey? How's that going? Streaming going for you? What you're into? What games you're playing?
Cool. Okay, yeah. So streaming for me it's been going all right. I've been streaming for maybe 5-6 years. On and off, heavily on and off. Sometimes I'll stream for a week every day for a couple of weeks straight, and then not stream again for 2 months, and so I've been streaming for a long time. And I've been, before that, I was always trying to make like YouTube content and stuff. There's been like maybe the past 2 years I've been like pushing streaming and trying to make something from it. I'd say it's hard. It definitely is hard, especially nowadays with so many streamers and no discoverability. But I've been enjoying it. I've met so many awesome people, like yourself. And the communities I've been involved in and the events we've done has been amazing.
Sick.
I've been playing obviously Dying Light, and I've obviously been enjoying it a lot.
It's good.
I was a big fan of the first one, and it was great. It was and this one, I'd say if you're a fan of the first Dying Light 2, you'd probably enjoy it.
Oh hell yeah!
For sure. Aside from that, I've not really got much going on. Obviously, as you know, I decided to start a podcast. This is
cool.
it's just an idea I had.
It's like the second one I've been on. I'm just like, sure, fuck it, let's go.
Let's go.
Someone
Yeah,
else invited me to it. I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I was podcast. I had no idea what even what a podcast was about. It's like, yeah, we just sit and talk. I was like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I like the idea. It's really cool.
It is. So my goal with this podcast is just to chat to mainly streamers and cool content creators, right? And you know, as we know, we've discussed about them, find out more information about them, why they decided to become a content creator and their backstory, and also give their viewers maybe a bit of an insight on the streamer's life, right? Because obviously, if you're streaming, it depending on the streamer, of course, they might not know much about you. Just your stream and your content. So that's kind of one of my goals, is to bring, learn more about the streamers and have the viewers learn more about the streamers.
Very cool. I like
find out some cool stuff, and of course discuss stuff going on with Twitch and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and avoid controversies and stuff like that. But obviously, if it's relevant and important, it will be brought up. But that's the plan with the Mood podcast, and
I like it. It's a great idea.
It's it should be good. We've got a couple of streamers lined up, so
right on.
Hopefully it all works out. But aside from that, the Mood podcast, and just my streaming, I've not got too much going on. As you know, I've got Mobsters, which is content creation team / esports org, which is going pretty good. It's main goal with that is just trying to help small streamers with the knowledge I've had from streaming for 6 years or however long it's been.
Yeah, it's crazy you've been streaming so long.
Yeah, can't say I'm any good at it.
Yeah.
But aside
I'm
from that,
enjoying the YouTube videos and stuff. I always like your YouTube videos. They're very cool. Enjoy those. I'm gonna get better at mine.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's one of them things. I feel like as a streamer, you've got to be putting out short form content and videos now to even remotely grow. So it's definitely something I'm pushing a lot this year. Is videos and short form content, and even Instagram and stuff. I want to start posting more photos.
Oh yeah, me too.
But anyway, before we go, is there any questions from the viewers? Anyone wants to ask Lou any questions? Yeah, I know. Now I know what helps Lou's junk not show on stream. Vital piece of information right there.
Dance belt.
The dance belt. I didn't even know they were a thing, to be fair.
Someone told me about it. Like, look this up, and it's like for ballet. It's like for like people in ballet and they're wearing the real tight tights, so their junk doesn't show.
Yeah, for sure. But if no one has anything they want to ask you, I would like to say thank you for coming on. It means a lot for me.
Of course, my friend. Thank you for having me.
And as you know, I love your content. Been watching you for a while now.
Appreciate
I love playing games with you. And I hope you enjoyed coming on and chatting. And
I did very much.
Discussing things.
No, thank you for having me. It was great. I really like the idea. It's very cool, and I appreciate you asking me to be a guest.
Oh, of course. We got a question. What would be the goal for the end of the year? Anything you want to achieve?
We talked about it a little bit earlier, for sure, but I would like to my biggest goal is to make partner. That is my biggest goal for the end of the year. Try and make that before 2023. And then some smaller goals me and Mahano talked about is just kind of social media, putting more content out, trying to get more traffic through the stream. say that's it, Mr. Pixel.
Yeah, definitely. That's I think you can reach it as well. Like with the partner, I feel like with your content as well, your content's pretty different in terms of the dancing and stuff.
Yeah,
it's definitely a niche kind of thing, so it differentiates you from the average Joe. And you're just entertaining as well. So I think you could, if you start getting your short form content out and keep doing what you're doing, I think you'll make it.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess that's it. We have no more questions. It was, as I said, it was great having you on, and I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, I did. It was great. Appreciate it. It was done well by you.
I appreciate it. And thank you to all the viewers that came. Very much appreciated. I know I've gained a few followers, and I know we wasn't really talking to chat too much, but I do appreciate everyone that's come by and followed and said hello.
Yeah.
And like I said, thanks to Lou for accepting and jumping on, and it's been hella fun. If you guys have never seen Lou before, go and check out his channel. He is an awesome creator, and I don't know why my shout out button didn't work. Oh, there it did. Okay. Yeah, he's an awesome creator. He's just entertaining as fuck, and definitely you should go give a follow if you are not followed. And if you're a streamer, go raid him, because it's one of the best raids you'll ever have. Alright, see you later, stream, and see you later, Lewdog.
Bye, everybody.